Hello everyone, Rurikhan here, and once again, here we are with the Rurikhan Show. However, today we have a very special guest with me. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure, why not? They call me Chris, aka Side Strafe. You may have heard of me, or probably, most likely not.
Of course they heard of you. They've seen our Global Agenda videos together, man. What you talking about?
The world renowned.
So anyways, Chris is here today with me to do the Rurikhan Show, and we will be telling you guys why in a couple of minutes when we're done going through all the commentaries and all that stuff. So anyways, as usual, let me just give you the usual disclaimer, which is if you are watching this on YouTube, surely you realize that by the time this episode is out, there will already be a newer episode of the Rurikhan Show on Rurikhan.com. So as you guys always know, you can always get the latest and greatest of everything news about myself and all the projects I'm working on in Rurikhan.com. So if you want to watch the latest episode, make sure to go there. And now that we've got that out of the way, let's go straight into the comments. Our first comment today is by Shappy Clap. Did just see your Minecraft your Minecraft video, and I laughed so hard when you killed Ron. I didn't kill Ron, Chris killed Ron. It was Chris. You and Chris was an awesome team. Just wondering, can other fans come over and play, have fun with you guys? Would be awesome. Chris, you want to take this one?
Well, that was an interesting happenstance. We were kind of just like, it wasn't planned, obviously, as you saw the video. We just kind of, well, there's Ron, and there goes Ron. So it was pretty much the end of that, but I'm glad you liked that. As far as our server, it's just a local box. It's not a real server that we pay for, and we really only launch it when we occasionally play and do filming, so it's nothing that we could have up 24/7 for people to join or anything, so...
Yeah, we're sorry about that, guys, but that server also consumes a whole bunch of resources on Chris's computer, so it's a pain in the neck. So yeah, thanks for the comment, Shappy Clap. And right on to the next one. LBob1000 says, "Hey Ruri, I want to start making videos for games on my laptop, but I don't know what to use and how to use it. Could you help me out? But I really don't care about editing." Okay, so making videos without editing is kind of hard. You should always edit unless you just upload unedited fraps footage. Anyways, Chris, you have any tips for LBob1000?
It's tough. Like, I have two machines. You know, I have the one MacBook Pro laptop, and even though it's a beefy laptop, your render time will be pretty long unless it's just, you know, got some amazing specs on it. So, you know, get whatever, I guess, depending on if it's a PC, I guess... a lot of people are using Sony Vegas and having great luck with that. And
so anyways, as we were saying, the best combo you can get probably would be Fraps and Sony Vegas. But you will always have to edit a little bit in order to make videos, because if you do upload just Fraps footage, it's not going to look as good. So just saying that, old Blob1000. Thank you for your comment. Next up, we have Will Lowerchik, who says, "At first, I did not like the way you were making multiple videos of other things other than WoW, but I decided to stick with you because you are pretty much the only video maker right now that I routinely check for videos, just because I love the way you do things. And now taking a look back, when I was annoyed, it made me feel childish, as if the game that I play is the most important and that I deserve those videos. But now I'm loving the new way that you're doing things, and it shows you're a great person by trying to help underdeveloped channels and by doing pretty much everything you can do. You have certainly regained my viewership, if that's even a word. Best wishes to your insomnia problem." Yeah, I still have insomnia. "That has to be terrible, but I'm sure you'll get through. Oh, and by the way, if you stop playing prod again, I'm going to use shield block, and you know what's going to happen to you. Yeah, shield slam in the face. Yes, I like the videos with you plus others. That's why Chris is here. I've heard Xfire is what people use for live streams, but do not use YouTube's. It's really bad quality. By the way, I made my comments as I see what I want to say throughout the video, so don't forget anything at the end. Sorry for the long ass comment, Brewery. Keep going, man. Favorite vid maker, TGN director, hands down." Whoa, pretty big comment there, Will. About the Xfire, I've tried it. Not sure if you've tried it, Chris. The Xfire live thing, I really couldn't get it to work.
Haven't tried it.
Yeah, but anyways, I've used XSplit, and XSplit was working just fine. And I'm certainly glad you're enjoying the new content that I've been putting out. And I've got some other stuff planned to do with Chris as well for the website. We will be telling you guys about that in a couple of minutes, so stay tuned. Thank you for the comment, Will. Next up, we have also another really big comment by Pheasanator. I feel you, man. I fucking hate sleeping as well. Well, that makes two of us. I used to make myself stay up as long as I could, but at the end, it's worse. I started to space out a lot, forget things, couldn't pay attention worth shit, and worst, I lost interest in the things I was staying up for. World of Warcraft and StarCraft. So, man, get a sleeping schedule should be your biggest priority. 8 hours at least so your head works good. Yeah, don't I wish. 4 points. Number 1, just so everyone knows and stop freaking out, all these games except StarCraft will die, and World of Warcraft will stay around until Blizzard comes out with the next big MMO, so don't worry, WoW videos will always be there, and there's a fuckload on YouTube already. Number 2, why do people want you to do WoW vids for TGN? Because TGN World of Warcraft is full of dumbass pussies that don't know how to play WoW. Tali Hangist and you and TTB, but he's annoying, are the only good ones. All the hunters suck, and Big C is a big noob. The only reason why I watch his videos is because he's funny as fuck. 3, trading what you do that your fans love for money is called selling out. I'm sick of sellouts. Every fucking band I love has sold out in the past 5 years. The world does not need any more sellouts. So with all my love and respect, you're a fucking sellout. Get back on track, man. 4, the US sucks. Don't move here. PS, you gotta make new heroics guides. TTB is too boring to watch. Fez. Okay, lots of stuff in here. So number 1, not all those games are going to die just because you say so. Chris, you have any opinion you want to give out on this?
You bet I do. First of all, I happen to love my country very much, so I'll stay in the U.S. Thank you very much.
Yeah, anyway. Chris is from the U.S.
And actually, I was born in Canada, but I'm an American citizen now, but I'm proud of it. So anyway, as far as the games, guys, honestly, there's two kinds of gamers. There's the kinds that can be happy with one game for the rest of their life, and I envy you, because I wish I kind of was that, because then I wouldn't be spending as much money as I do on games. However, I'm not that kind of guy, and I don't think Rui's that kind of guy either. We like playing lots of games. It's not just for work. We just love playing lots of games. Like the other day, Rui's like, "Oh, what's on sale on Steam? Oh, Battlefield Bad Company 2. Oh, it's only $6. Let's get it." Like, because we like playing games. It's not because we're getting paid to like play other games. Believe us.
That's not the case.
We love doing videos. We like doing dual commentary, and we just watch the Global Agenda video. Tell us if it doesn't sound like we're having the best time in the world. It's not fake. We're not that good at actors. It's just fun. We like doing it. WoW will always be a big game. Like you say, I agree with point number 1. However, there's plenty of games that have nothing to do with WoW, like Battlefield, Call of Duty, whatever, you name it. They're in their own genre. They're not going to die because of WoW. Other people will play them, but we are also those other people. We just like playing lots of games. That's all there is to it. You know, honestly, if you don't like a video, then don't watch it. Rui's always going to put out WoW videos, but he's going to put out other ones. He can put out the same amount without skipping a beat. That's why he doesn't sleep. So there's not really an issue. You're not losing WoW. You're just gaining other things. That's all it is.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that, Chris. Basically, you addressed it in the best way possible, which is what I was going to say. It's not that I am making videos for other games because I'm getting paid, because that's not a factor yet, because both me and Chris, we're both on TGN, and we're still not getting paid, and it's just that we like playing other games. Certain games we play in order to try and make a channel more popular or something like that, but there's other games that we just really enjoy playing, like Global Agenda, like Battlefield Bad Company 2. I had never played that game. Chris just told me you should try it out, whatever, and I'm like, yeah, cool, try it out. And I love Battlefield 2. In fact, now that I've played Battlefield Bad Company 2 and I look to Call of Duty and I'm like, Anyways, different topic.
Yeah.
Trust me, we're not selling out. It's just like Chris said, we're going to be bringing you guys more content, not just World of Warcraft. But World of Warcraft is also being developed right now. In fact, I have a video left to upload that's on standby. And I have about, I think, 5 to 6 videos that I need to comment on. And I still have a lot of encounters that I need to record. In fact, I recorded an heroic attempt, actually an heroic downing this week, and I deleted it out of mistake. So, yeah, anyways, thanks for your comment, Fezzinator. Next up, we have another big comment by Morik. Hey, Rui, you're alive, but that's not good that you can't sleep. I hope you'll get well soon, returning to some people that thinks you're going in the wrong way and they're going to spot, I suppose you meant stop watching your videos. For me, it's just being selfish. Yes, they can say that you are doing wrong because you are posting 2 less WoW videos, but why are they turning their backs to you? I've never left my friend because of what he's doing, something that I don't like. Your English needs a little work there, my friend. I don't agree with him because it's your channel and your decisions, but back to the video. Shield slams for the win. Shield slam! God damn it. I love Shield Slam. You have no idea, Chris. I'm fucking insane about
I
Shield
have no
Slams.
idea.
Can't wait for raid videos. Please post them as soon as possible. There's already one up, and there's another one coming soon, and there's more that I still need to comment. Minecraft. This fucking game is like heroin. It's so cool. I can't get off the computer when I'm playing it, so waiting for video. Dragon Age 2, I think you should just play it and choose everything by yourself and record it. If there will be some votes for making a second video with our decisions, that would be a good idea too, but how will you do this? Live shows. Keep doing with TGN directors. They are very good and I like it. See, Chris? This guy likes the live shows. Just letting you know there. Keep going and take care. Cheers, Morik. So, Chris, you have anything you want to add to this one?
No, see, it seems like he's looking in the right direction for you in terms of what you're doing. So,
I was thinking more in the Minecraft. He wants us to do more Minecraft stuff.
oh well, I mean, guys, that's gonna happen. There's no doubt about it. It's just that we're kind of in a planning phase. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it a couple days. We talk about it almost every day.
Yeah, we talk about it every day because we were asked to build Ironforge, and that's a really hard commitment.
We thought about how it could really work, and because we don't use admin modes, cheats, or anything, we're never going to. So for us to build Ironforge, we don't want to half-ass it. It would have to be done well and right. But the amount of work that goes into it, literally the series would be, you know, years old before we actually, or at least many, many months old before we actually were to finish the structure. So we might do something related to Warcraft because we both like the world of Warcraft in terms of the mythology and everything. So we might do something still related to it, but we might scale it down.
Okay, so thanks for your comment, Morik. Next up, we got Angeli, and I left this comment in because it was really a very, very useful comment for myself personally, which is a lot of people on Justin.tv are using a program called XSplit to do live streaming, she means, if that's any use to you. Yes, it is, because I don't know what you feel about it, Chris. I know that you had some issues with it as well, but as far as I can tell, XSplit seems to be like the most complete live streaming solution we've found thus far, because it lets you pick the audio sources. You can just pick, okay, give me desktop audio, give me desktop video, give me all that stuff. I know you tested it too. What do you think about XSplit?
It's definitely the closest anybody's come, but it just seems like we're still kind of backwards in terms of streaming technology. It just seems like I got a beastly system, and streaming just, you know, takes so many frames away from your gameplay, and you have to play windowed mode. As far as we can see, there's no way around that, so it's kind of without a dedicated capture card. Yeah,
but it was still the best solution that we could find, in my opinion, so that's why I left that one there. And here's another one from Rhino. Rhino, you're back. Shield Slam, that wonder fucking insomnia. So yeah, for the comeback on my previous comment, I can't imagine the joy I had when I heard you reading my post and actually seeing that you made the changes I suggested. Yes, I did. Whenever you guys leave good feedback that I think I should adapt, I will do it. At one point, I even said to myself that maybe I went overboard with all this, but I'm really glad you took my advice and hope the community will appreciate it. It's fine that you feel bad for not paying me for help, although I will be checking the site every day for new videos and will try to make some suggestions. If one day you you do manage to make money off making videos and need some help with website, written articles, follow-ups on comments, which I know the answer to, or whatever you feel like paying me to help out, please shout out for me, and I will try my best. I sure hope you make money from this in the future. Personally, I've always wanted to live off online multimedia too. Keep up the good work, but do try and sleep. Maybe you should get some pills to sleep at first and get that sleeping schedule back in. So then again, this is Rhino ramping out. Thank you very much for your comment, Rhino. You want me to do drugs? No, thank you. Yeah, Rhino is because he suggested me on a previous comment that I should organize the website a little better, and if you go to the website now, it has all these sections on it. Like if you go to current games, it's split up by Dragon Age 2, Rift, StarCraft, World of Warcraft, and World of Warcraft is split up by Death Knight guides, Druid guides, dungeon guides, whatever. And I've basically organized it a little bit better since he made that suggestion, and it seems to be working a lot better. So not sure if you have anything to say about that, Chris.
Not so much.
Okay, it looks like next up we have another really big one. Jesus, it's like the big commentary show today. Hello, this one's by Dracovar. Hello, I'm happy to see another video directed to us. It's been a while. I wanted to say some things about your long show. Don't have to feel guilty or don't know what because you don't post videos. Yes, I do, because I should be updating the website more regularly. You are showing us some entertainment, so if you give me some, I'm happy, but I'm not sad, and of course not angry if you don't post a video for a week. It was actually like 3 weeks, so it was bad. Or if you post a video showing a class I don't play or a game I don't know. I watch your video for having fun, not necessarily for being better as a tank or anything like that, just because I like to see you playing games, screwing people, or just talking about funny things. Another thing, I didn't know you are now living with the money earned with your videos, or trying to. Yeah, trying to would be a good word. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed.
Trying to would be a very good word. I now understand this strange video about the gaming glove. You guys are knocking down the Peregrine glove. That's not funny. It sounded so, ooh, made for earned money. I don't know how to say it right. Basically, he's saying that I sold out on the Peregrine glove thing. So what can I say? Make videos out of games that make you having fun. The more fun you're having, the best your videos are. And I don't know if you tried some medicine for sleeping. Again, someone wants me to do drugs. And my help for beginning to create new sleeping cycle. Good nights to you, sir. Dracovar from Toulouse. Thank you very much for your comment, Dracovar. I really would rather not do drugs, but I do believe I'm going to have to go to the doctor soon to get my sleeping fixed. Regarding the Peregrine glove, it wasn't really a sellout. I mean, playing with the glove is fun, but let's just say I wouldn't use that glove to replace my my keyboard or mouse anytime soon. It is a fun experience, but I'm not a huge fan of it. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. Chris, anything you want to add to this?
No, I mean, I guess same topic. You know, sometimes we do review whatever products we can get a hold of, and you know,
exactly.
In that case, it's like you said, it's a product. It works really well, and it's actually well made and everything. It's just never going to be for everybody. So.
Exactly. There's actually some people that have a profile on their website or whatever. They seem to be improving from using the glove. I don't know exactly what they're doing. And also Chris Raven from TGN, he said that he's been improving a lot using that glove, that he actually likes using it. But what he does is he does a hybrid model. Like he's actually trained himself to play video games using his keyboard while wearing the glove, which is not the most comfortable way to play, I have to say, but he says he can do it, and that it improves because then he also has the shortcuts on the glove in addition to the keyboard. So that's another thing. Thank you very much for your comment, Dracovar. Next up, from Sexy Anonymous Guy. How the hell can you zoom out so far? My camera is right up my character's ass, so much that it's a real problem. Oh, I forgot about this comment. Basically, there's an option in your interface. If you go to interface, if you open up your menu, go to interface, and I actually think there's a thing there that says camera, either camera or mouse. Go to one of those, and there's something there that lets you adjust how far you can zoom out your camera. So I wanted to have a screenshot of that, but I forgot. But anyways, there you go. You just have to go onto the interface, look for the setting that says maximum camera distance, stretch it out as much as you can, and that's it. I don't have any of those special set, CVAR, max, whatever commands. I'm not using any of that, so that's all I have. Thank you very much for your comment, Sexy Anonymous Guy. Next up is a comment from You Love Me. No, I don't. You're lying. I don't even know who you are. But, all right, please put this comment in your next comment video because your audience needs to know this. The reason all these people want you to make WoW videos is because most of these fans have stuck by you for a while, and since you just recently started these other TGN videos, these people are hesitant towards change. Change is not always for the worst, guys. In fact, the only thing is certain in life is that change, as my economic teacher blabs on all the time. Second, Brewery is currently employed by TGN. Whether we like it or not, we cannot interfere with this, as all of us. Ruri needs some way to provide for himself. He might not be earning any income from this at the moment, but he feels doing this could provide him experience for a job in the future. Lastly, I would like to say, Ruri, I am a fan. Good or bad, videos somehow always manage to make me smile. Anyway, do not feel pressured by the weight of things, and with the sleep, I would suggest go see a doctor or someone, and for your own sake, work out a timetable and stick to it. Everybody wants me to sleep more, Chris. Nobody wants me to do insomnia. Good luck, and I hope success awaits you in the future. P.S. Is there any way which I can contact you, like through your email? I just have some things to clarify, so wouldn't like to do through this. Okay, yeah, you can email me at rurikhan@gmail.com or rurikhan@tgn.tv, whichever one. Everything goes to the same place. Good job, adios. A estrada para o sucesso é um árduo e com muitos solavancos, mas lembre-se, quando chegar à final você nunca vai ter de olhar sobre o ombro novamente. I bet you understood every single thing I said, right, Chris?
All of it.
Basically that means the road to success is a hard track it's a hard road with a lot of bumps, but remember, when you get to the final stretch, you will never have to look over your shoulder again. That would be a rough translation of what he typed in the end. Okay, well, thank you very much for your comment. You love me. And yeah, anything you want to add to this?
No, it's just good, good to see that you got some supporters here that are open to the changes and things like that. So
yeah, thank you very much for your comment. You love me. Actually, I might just love you, in fact. So
maybe
hang on to that.
A little bit.
Next up, we have Azrith. Personally, I have to say, Ruri, I will always watch your videos. For me, I watch more to see you, as I find you very funny and interesting. The people who make videos that I will always watch, I watch more for the person giving commentary than the actual content of the video itself. Maybe other people don't feel this way, but I hope people will one day share my way of thinking, as it is impossible for you to make a career out of just World of Warcraft videos. That is extremely correct, good sir. Other YouTubers like yourself have started with WoW videos, but I've had to diversify into other things, exactly like Total Biscuit. As there is just not the content to make regular videos as a full-time job, unless people will be happy to watch the same dungeon runs over and over and over. Anyway, I hope everything turns out well for you, as you are a great video maker. Best of luck with everything, man. Keep the great content coming. Again, Azrith is one of those people who are not scared of the change, and I'm not saying change as in I'm gonna stop making WoW videos, because I'm not, but all the other videos that I'm putting out and that you and I are going to be putting out in the near future, so it's a good thing. Anything you want to add to this?
No, same. It's, just to have those supporters. It's important, guys, to realize that half the reason that anybody does any of this too, aside from hoping one day to make a living off of it, is it's fun to have fan feedback and everything, and when you get those fans that stick with you, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. It really sucks when people don't like the changes or the things that we take it to heart. We really we want to make everybody happy too sometimes, but again, when it's like I said in the earlier comment, where we play lots of games. We can't just play the one, because we just want to spread out and just have more fun and give the enjoyment of commentary to other communities and shooter fans, strategy fans, whatever, and because we like all those things.
Exactly. Thank you very much for your comment, Azrith. Next up, from Conjuan. I think most of your fans will be expecting to play a warrior, but I'd like to see you change it up and play a male mage, nightmare difficulty. This is a comment related to the Dragon Age Choose Your Content series I'm working for, Chris. Yep. I'm sure you're familiar with that. And I'd just like to answer and say, yeah, indeed I am working on a male mage in nightmare difficulty. And let me just tell you, it's hard as hell. And I'm not exactly sure if I'll be able to go through with the whole series. Not exactly because it's too hard, but because the community feedback hasn't been as overwhelming as I was expecting. But anyways, that's just it regarding the Dragon Age deal. Thank you very much for your comment, Conjuan. Next up is another one from You Love Me. Can you please take a look at my tune? Bend over, please. It's on Oceania. I'm having aggro issues. I don't know why, and my block is only 43.75%, even though my master is like 17.5 or something. Please help, Ruri. Okay, so I actually have your character open here in the background, and I've already selected your talent tree because I feel this is probably where you have the most issues right now. Let me just try to zoom this in a little bit more so that you can see it better. Okay, so here's your talent tree. Chris doesn't really care about this particular comment, I'm pretty sure, because this goes into really specific World of Warcraft stuff. But anyways, I see you have 4 points in Holy in your tanking spec, and you don't need them. You don't need Judgments of the Pure because melee haste, meh, not really that important for protection tanking. Protector of the Innocent, also not really that important for tanking. And Hallowed Ground, you shouldn't really be spamming Consecration, so you don't need that either. So if you get rid of all this stuff, you get 6 points, 6 free points that you can put any way you want. And I would personally start by putting 2 points in Improved Judgment. No, actually not Improved Judgment. I would put 2 points in Eye for an Eye, because when you're getting hit by spells, you're going to be reflecting damage back onto the boss in case the boss is a caster, which makes you get more threat on that particular boss, allows you to go further down the tree, and put 3 points in Rule of Law, which is going to make you make more damage, therefore make more threat. And you should be left over 2 points, if I made my math correctly. No, you should be left over with 1 point. You can either put that in Pursuit of Justice or wherever the hell you want, doesn't really matter anymore, but make sure to try and get Eye for an Eye and Rule of Law. Rule of Law especially, because Eye for an Eye is kind of meh, but Rule of Law will get your threat way up higher than what you already have. Then looking at your glyphs, it seems like your glyph just fine, and if you want to have a better example to look at, you can look at Torun. Let me just type this out in a notepad or something. Torun in Silver Moon EU. Remember, EU, that means European realms, not US realms. So have a look at this character if you want to have a better idea. That is my paladin. He has a protection spec. In his protection spec, he also has the improved World of Glory talent, which at the moment is kind of useless because I haven't tanked in a while, but don't use the improved World of Glory talent because that doesn't matter anymore. So Chris, anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, you should really put the thing in the thing and the thing next to the other thing and do that.
Thank you very much for your comment, You Live Me, and I hope this helped. Next up, we have a comment by ShadowTank754. Hey Ruri, I love watching the videos on Warink. I was wondering if you knew when it would be available for the public. Thank you. Chris, you want to take this one?
Well, actually, TGN is giving away beta keys for free. There's no cost, no obligation. You don't have to sign up with anything for TGN or whatever. Just it's on the TGN Warink channel. There's a bunch of beta key links. I think there's still a bunch left to give out, so you can just sign up there and start playing for free. Test it out before it actually hits open. I mean, it's technically like a beta right now. I think it's more so a closed beta, but they gave TGN a lot of keys to give out, so...
Yeah, I'm just going to have a link in this post in the website.
Yeah,
and whenever this hits YouTube, there's going to be a link there as well. So you guys can just click that link and just go play the game. So it's already available, so that's all. Thank you for your comment, ShadowTank754. Next up, we have a comment by Morik. Oh, this one's a good one. Oops, sorry, I made a little mistake here. Let's get this. There we go. Hello, Ron got owned. Video was pretty funny and the buildings for me were impressing. I thought that I can build something good in Minecraft. I was wrong. I must be creative and build something like your lava motel. See, I told you they'd love my lava motel. Just one question. Are you going to open a server for funds? I'll be very interested. Have a good time and make, of course, if you will have time, another video with new buildings and projects. Cheers. P.S. What did you say about new Call of Duty video? Okay, so I just want to address the new Call of Duty video. How about instead of a new Call of Duty video, because there is no PSN right now, so I can't really play Call of Duty online because I have that on my PlayStation 3. How about I give you guys a Battlefield Bad Company 2 video with Chris, where he's going to...
I vote that one.
Because I've been playing some Battlefield 2 and I've been having a blast with that, so I'm probably going to be doing a couple of videos of that so you guys can see me fail more at shooters, since you guys love watching me fail so much. Regarding opening a new server for funds, it's not really in our plans because servers are pretty expensive. I haven't really checked it out, but Chris was doing some research on how expensive it would be on a monthly fee to get a server up. Chris, you want to take that?
I think it depends. The funny thing is there's the main server hosting companies that host normal games don't actually host Minecraft, and the ones that do are charging, you know, over $20 for like 4-player slots a month. So yeah, it's not really feasible, and nor do we have the income to really, you know, keep stuff like that running.
Yeah, so as of right now, the only server we have is one that's running on Chris's local machine, and that's all we got. We can't really afford to rent a server just for fun. We're sorry about that. Hope you guys can understand, and thank you very much for your comment, Morik. Next up, we have a comment from Mark. They don't fucking sell that shit in the fucking States. What the fuck? Fuck my life. By the way, that top button above the scroll wheel is pointless and stupid. It seems like they just wanted to throw an extra button in just to show or to say that it has more buttons to make it look better. I don't see how it could be good at all. If someone has something bound to scroll wheel up or down or button 3, it would mess it so not much... What? Would mess it so much with the button 3 or scroll wheel down as a scroll wheel up. Maybe it takes a bit of getting used to, but when I was trying it with all the mice I have, more than half the time I would scroll up by mistake or misclick. I might just have huge hands. Can you do an in-depth review of that mouse and how that button is working out for you? Also a video on how to get that shit in the States. I would like to get that mouse. It seems like a nice mouse. Okay, so regarding getting that mouse in the States, you can actually go to the UK's Amazon. So the Amazon of the United Kingdom, it's amazon.co.uk or something, and they ship to the States. So you can buy Rocket products through the United Kingdom Amazon, and they will ship it to the States. So that's how you can get it on the States. This is at least what I am told by our contacts at Rocket. Regarding the button above the mouse wheel, I don't use it because I can't see myself reaching it in a critical moment, so I just don't use it at all. Chris, I'm not sure if you've seen the mouse he's talking about. He's talking about the Rocket mouse, the Cone Plus that I received to review.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Have you seen it? Because it has a button above the mouse wheel.
Right.
You have any idea if that would be useful for you?
Just trying to... I mean, I don't have my mouse near me right now without moving, but I'm just trying to think... I don't know if that seems kind of like an awkward place for a button, but... I don't know if you have to reach a little further, but...
Yeah, you have to reach all the way over the middle mouse button to click the button. And this middle mouse wheel is not one of those that's like... How should I put this? It's not discreetly inside the mouse. It actually hangs out really big above the mouse, so you actually would have to have a really big finger to go above the wheel without touching it and clicking the other button. So I personally don't see it as a super useful button. Not exactly sure if anyone would, but that's just my feedback on it. And there, regarding a more in-depth review, there's one going up tonight, I believe, on the TGN channel, youtube.com/TGN. So, how do you think about that, Chris? I mean, you don't have this mouse, but you don't have anything to say.
Well, in terms of, I mean, I saw the reviews you did on the initial unboxing and look at the pieces and everything, and they look cool, but I haven't used them, so I can't really say anything.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, I don't think the mouse button on top is a super useful deal. But then again, even without that button, this mouse allows for about 11 key bindings without messing up stuff like the DPI up, DPI down, and your left and right click. So, in my opinion, it still has a lot of buttons, so you don't really need the button on top. So, whatever. And as a last comment, we have a comment from Kelly that says, wanted to send you a private message but couldn't figure out how, so I'll make it here because I know that you read every comment yourself. It's about Rift and the upcoming nerf. She sends me a YouTube link to a video. If you had time to watch this video, it's me healing Deep Strike Mine Expert with only Archon has support, so no backup heals. I mainly made it to show that tier 2 dungeons can be solo healed. My gear is fairly good, but I have been doing this before my gear was good. And they are going to nerf the instances to be solo healable when they already are. Feel like a little part of me has died. So this feels like a Blizzard move, which is basically, let's say, 70% of the user base or something like that says, oh my god, dungeons are too hard, and everyone comes down and says, okay, they give you a little pat in the back and they're like, we'll just nerf it down until you can go through. It's like a limbo, except it keeps going up instead of going down, you know what I mean? The bar keeps going up so that everyone can get through it. Even like the old 70-year-old guy that can't even bend backwards, he can still do the limbo while he's standing up. So that's how I feel. I'm not sure if you have any opinion on this regarding the nerfing of dungeons. I'm going to be addressing this with Cromar in the Rift show, in the next Rift show, more than certainly. You have any opinion on the nerfing of dungeons just because people think they're too hard?
Well, I think even though I'm not like a Rift player, having played a pretty much every MMO you can name, it's tough. There's people that play MMOs that could almost be considered, they like one aspect of the MMO, but when it comes down to like the hand-eye I don't know, let me ask you a question. Is it a hand-eye coordination issue where, like, I remember in some things like with WoW, the people would die at the silliest things, and it was something where you would actually have to jump around and get out of the way and stuff. So when it actually came to moving around and kind of using Twitch-based skills, sometimes people would fail. Is this the same situation, or is it?
Yeah, according to what I'm told by both Towley and Cromar, yeah, it's exactly the same situation. Some people still don't know how to get out of the fire, and then they just expect the healers to do all the job for them, which obviously shouldn't really be the case, but this is actually a healer telling us that he can solo heal a tier 2 instance, which is basically like the top instances in Rift right now. He says he can solo heal it. According to a conversation I've had with Cromar, he tells me that usually there's always a support class in there that does off healing like a bard. And this guy says, I don't even need a bard, I'll solo heal the damn thing. So if he's solo healing them now, after the nerfs, I just think that it's gonna get way too easy. Kind of like World of Warcraft dungeons. Like when Cataclysm started, people actually died if they stood in the fire. It's like you stand in the fire, the healer can't actually heal you because he will go out of mana and he has to keep healing the tank. In Wrath of the Lich King, you could stand in the fire and you wouldn't die. In Cataclysm, you couldn't do that anymore at the start, but right now, you can do that just the same. You can stand in fire and get away with it. That's something I don't agree with. And yeah, it's like you say, it's the whole hand-eye coordination thing. It's like they see fire and they're probably using their mouse to click on their skills and they're like, but I can't move because I'm clicking on my skill. How am I going to right-click to move? Because they don't even use their keyboard to move. I think this is the case. A couple of players, I'm not bashing on clickers, but a couple of players are just really bad at the game, and because of that, the more experienced players suffer because they get how do you call it, watered down content. So that's my opinion on it anyways.
Yeah, it sounds like I had made a complaint once when I used to play with WoW with some people. It's like, look guys, it's time for you to go back to basics, load up some Super Mario Brothers and jump around for a bit, because there's some gamers can come into these games and be like, oh, jump around this thing, that's like nothing compared to the other games I've been playing. But some people, they just, you know, they play it for like a different reason, and they just don't want, you know, to do the movements and things, and it's different for them. You know, it's not necessarily their fault or anything, but it's something that can easily be practiced instead of having to go and nerf an entire game and ruin it for everybody else.
Exactly. In fact, I have a really good thing, just a little side topic here. As we're done with the comments anyways, now it's the free-for-all kind of deal. So I have a little side topic, which is I've heard a lot of people mention keyboard turning back when I started playing World of Warcraft. And I was really confused about this term, keyboard turning, because it was like I started playing World of Warcraft, shortly after having played Quake. I mean, I was playing Quake before I started playing World of Warcraft, Quake, and other shooters. Even though I'm not big into shooters, like I used to play Quake with my friends when I was in college and stuff like that. So basically, when I started playing World of Warcraft, you have these default key bindings, the AWASD, and I was moving my character around, and I was like, man, it's so awkward because A and D turn you. And when I was playing shooters, A and D strafe sideways. So I went into my key bindings like on the first day that I played World of Warcraft without even knowing what keyboard turning was all about. I just went there on the first day, and in the key bindings I'm like, no, A and D need to strafe left and right, just like if I'm on a shooter. And basically I've never experienced keyboard turning. I've never done it because like on day one I changed those keys for strafing. And that's the complaints of a lot of people. It's like, oh, that dude's keyboard turning. And I was like, what is keyboard turning? I mean, how else would you turn? I mean, I just don't turn, I just strafe, and you turn with your mouse, so don't know.
Well, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. I mean, what do you think my nickname is? Side Strafe. So that's the very reason that it is that is because I'm a shooter player first, and yeah, same thing. It's like when I'd be in battlegrounds and stuff like that, it's strafing and.
Yeah, exactly. I think that people should just go ahead and just say, okay, A and D are for strafing, no more keyboard turning. If you want to turn, use your mouse. It's easy, trust me. And if you're using click to move, that's even worse. So just saying. Anyways, that was it regarding the commentaries, and right now, like I said, we're going to enter the free-for-all area, and the first section of news we wanted to discuss is the fact, obviously, as you can see, Chris is here doing the Rurikhan show with me, and me and Chris were going to be working on a couple of series together. You guys might be thinking, oh, what kind of series? Who is Chris? What is this all about? It's crazy talk. And no, not really. I mean, you guys have probably seen, or you should have seen in case you didn't go back and watch it, because I did post them there, a topic that says Global Agenda, better than you might think. So this is a game that Chris actually convinced me to try out as well, which is called Global Agenda. In case you guys don't know, it went free to play recently. You can still buy some stuff in the game, like the Elite Agent status that gives you a little bit boost in XP, whatever. But you have access to pretty much all you need to in the game without having to pay anything. So you guys should try it out. Definitely, I heavily advise it. Me and Chris have been trying it out. We've been having lots of fun with it, and that's what we have planned to bring you guys as a series as well, as cooperative play, maybe some competitive play, but basically dual commentary on games like Global Agenda. We also have some plans to do some Battlefield stuff, and we have some plans for a surprise in the future that I don't want to name just yet. Chris, go ahead, introduce yourself to the community, all that jazz, and I don't know, something.
Well, again, guys, kind of like I said in the beginning, just an old school gamer. I've been playing for years, probably back in the days of, Wolfenstein, early, 386 machines, and Rui and I just see a lot of common ground on a lot of the games we play. We agree with our, our editing styles, our perfection that we have to do in commentary videos, whatever. That's why we do a lot of these things together, because there's some people that I like to do things solo because I have control over everything I do, but when he and I do stuff, we see eye to eye, and we can bring you guys like amazing dual com, and usually it's been met with great success so far. For the most part, there's been a couple people that didn't enjoy some things in one of our Global Agenda videos, it seems, but it's to be expected.
Yeah, it's to be expected. It's like people usually say, haters gonna hate. So anyways, we hope to get some feedback for you guys of what you guys think about the videos that we make together, what you guys think about Chris, if he's a good guy or if I should just kick him across the face.
Sad face.
Sad face. Anyways, basically give us feedback, because we're going to be making a couple of series. They're going to be appearing up on the website pretty soon, and I really want to get your feedback on what you guys think and all that kinds of good stuff. And that's basically it regarding the whole why Chris is here, because I wanted to introduce him, and he's probably going to be doing the Rurikhan show with me all the time, and hopefully we'll be making Rurikhan shows more frequently because now it's two people like updating the show and stuff. We're both working on projects and stuff. We want to keep you guys up to date. So yeah, that was one of the topics I wanted to discuss with you guys.
Wait, all the time? Wait a minute, we didn't talk about this. You ain't paying me enough. I'm out of here.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be?
You're gonna have to make me.
Now you're gonna have the community.
You're gonna have to make me a lot more sandwiches for this.
Now you're gonna have the community tell me to just kick your ass.
It's possible.
Oh man. Anyways, the next topic I want to tell you guys is Manglehoof has turned 14. Now, Chris probably has no idea what this is about, but I'm pretty sure you guys know. Like I've told you, I'm going to be covering the lower dungeons in World of Warcraft. I've told you this is a project I had been working on. I had leveled up that Goblin Warrior to level 15, but turns out most of the community actually wanted me to make a druid, and so it took a while longer because I had all these projects in TGN and all this stuff, but I am slowly focusing again on the druid. The druid is now level 14 with lots of help from Senslin. Yeah, I made Senslin a sandwich, so I made my wife a sandwich so that she would level my character. Yes, I did. I made her a sandwich.
It's all about the sandwiches around here.
It's all about the sandwiches. So yeah, he's now level 14 and he's one level away from me starting to do instances and videotaping them and showing them to you guys. Also, like I've mentioned previously in the video, I have new World of Warcraft videos, rating videos on the way. I have about 6 or 7 that I need to comment, something like that. And one more that's already commented. The boss is Atramedes. Yeah, it's Atramedes, and I'm playing a Fury Warrior in that boss. So, yeah, I think you guys are going to enjoy that. Specifically because more than half my raid dies, and I survive because I'm the fucking Fury Warrior.
The lone survivor.
Yeah, I'm the boss. Anyways, yeah, that's what I want to tell you guys about World of Warcraft. They're definitely coming, so don't worry. And the fact that Chris is going to be teaming up with me, we're going to be doing more videos and stuff. It's not going to be hurting the World of Warcraft stuff. In fact, it's going to be the other way around because it's actually going to probably free me some time because Chris is going to do the editing, right, Chris? On most of our videos.
What are you talking about?
I got sandwiches here, dude.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
So it's actually gonna, hopefully, will give me more time to dedicate to editing World of Warcraft videos. Hopefully.
Well, it's true. I mean, all kidding aside, basically, guys, any video that usually isn't his personal projects, WoW, Rift, if it's Battlefield or whatever game, like Global Agenda, I've been doing all those. So that frees him up. He's just there to talk, and then that's like 15 minutes of a dungeon or whatever. So
just there to
all that
talk.
other time, yeah, you're just there to talk. You're not there for the looks. So he's just, but that gives him
my turrets, my shields, my healing. No, I'm just there to talk. Okay, I'll be speaking with you.
Yeah, that's the good one. So, no, but that frees him up when I'm editing that stuff. He's editing WoW and Rift. So I'm here to help you guys get more WoW content.
Yeah, you see?
So you better believe.
Anyways, next topic, Dragon Age 2. I told you guys I was going to be doing a playthrough, and like I've mentioned at the start of this video during one of the comments, I am working on a playthrough. I had some issues with the first recording that I made. The file was so friggin' huge because I died like 20 times playing the game on Nightmare while trying to figure out how to play the game because it was the first time I was actually playing the game, and yeah, that Dragon Age 2 thing, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do it. Right now, I still want to do a whole show around the whole TGN community and you guys. The problem is I'm not getting such a huge response as I was expecting, which basically means that if I'm spending, let's say, right now I'm like 10 hours into editing and commenting and videotaping and playing the game, and being 10 hours in a project like this to make one episode, I mean, it's not really having the effect I was hoping for. It's like too much work for too little viewership, let's put it like that. Because I mean, my first video had like 300 views, and I was really disappointed in it because I was expecting more of the community, not just my community, but all the community around Dragon Age 2 to be involved in a series like that, but they're just not. So if there's not a demand, nothing really justifies me being editing a video for 10 hours straight. However, I am still going to make a playthrough. It just might not have community choices. That's all I'm saying. What do you have to say about that, Chris?
It's true. If we make something and there's not enough demand for it, or there's not enough comments or likes or whatever, kind of makes us not want to make it anymore, because then we could just play it, you know, without having to film it. And you guys got to think too that when we're filming something, we're running fraps and we have a special headset on, whereas like I could be sitting here playing with my 5.1 surround speakers and not worrying about fraps and enjoying the game a little bit more with that, you know, going on. But when that means I have to film it, and Rui has to film it, and kind of get rid of some of the fun time to film it for everybody else. And if it's not shown in appreciation, then, you know, it's kind of hard for us to want to film it if we're just not getting the demand or results from it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm still going to film it regardless. The thing that is hard right now is the fact that, like, I have to go through the game and see, okay, I've made a choice here, it had an impact here. Then I go back and I say, okay, now I want the community to make this choice for me. So this process of going forward and then moving back is taking a lot of time, editing time, recording time, attempts in the game, because I'm actually playing it in Nightmare and there's a lot of wipes. And there's basically a whole lot of time involvement. So I'm still going to record it, but I might just record as I'm playing through it, as opposed to playing through it, going back, having the community choose, then waiting 24 to 48 hours for a community response on the choice I made, then going back, making the choice they want, keep on playing until the next big choice, then go back. You know, that's what I mean, that it's a lot of work. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, that series is definitely even more work than we normally do, because playing on Nightmare mode, ooh boy.
It's a lot of fun. In fact, the video I had made that exploded for some reason and won't render, like the start of it was like me dying 20 times in a row, just showing like, your journey ends, ta-da. Fade out, fade in, your journey ends, ta-da. It was kind of funny too. But anyways, yeah. The other thing I wanted to address, Global Agenda. Me and Chris are going to be working on Global Agenda series, as you guys have been seeing, the Global Agenda that I've posted recently. Let us know what you guys think about that. I mean, me and Chris have been having a ball in that game. He's playing the healer, I'm playing the engineer, and we just really think that game is genuinely fun. Like, if even if TGN wasn't asking us to make videos for that game, we would probably still be doing it, because the game is just fun. I don't have any other way to describe it.
It's not a, I mean, I bought the game before it went free to play, and I enjoyed it. I just never had anybody to play with, so, you know, it kind of killed the fun. But when we started playing it, Rui's like, oh, what is this Global Agenda business? Like, and he starts playing it. It's like, okay, we're done filming. All right, we're done. Oh, you want to do another one? Like, what do you mean? Like, no, let's just play. I need to level up. Like, I want to go to another mission. It's like
I was like, hey Chris, why don't you come over here, because I gotta kill these big spider dudes over here. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, hey, now let's go do another mission. But yeah, let's do it. Then we do another one, and then we're like, yeah, that was cool, let's do another one.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, it's like we filmed one and we did like 5 or something, and we're like, yeah, cool. So yeah, that game is just really fun. You guys should definitely try it out. And I forgot what was the other thing we were going to talk about. Chris, you have the notes with you?
What notes? I don't have notes.
You know, the thing I sent you on Skype.
We're not that professional.
What are you talking about?
There's just
look,
3
notes here. I'm showing notes in the camera right now. Professional notes. Are you kidding me?
I never said anything about being professional. Yeah, I see. Oh. I see the third thing.
What third thing? What's after Global Agenda?
DDO.
Oh, DDO. That's right. Me and Chris are going to be working on a series for Dungeons & Dragons Online. I'm not exactly sure if any of you guys is a big fan of that game. I've personally... imagine me as Chris in Global Agenda. Like, Chris bought Global Agenda. He started playing it, and he was like, I don't have anyone to play. This is boring, whatever. When we started playing together, it was fun as hell. DDO is the same thing. Like, I got DDO. I didn't actually buy it because it was free to play when I was starting up. So I started playing DDO, and I'm like, dude, this game is really fun, because I'm a Dungeons & Dragons, like, pen and paper player, ex-player. I mean, I don't really play it today, but I used to play it a couple of years back, and I loved it. So when I saw Dungeons and Dragons Online, I started playing it. I started having some fun with it, and it basically came down to the fact that I didn't have anyone to play it with. So eventually, I grew bored of it. I tried getting a couple of friends of mine to play it, but it never really stuck. However, recently I found out that Chris is also a big fan of DDO, so we're definitely going to be doing something with DDO as well. So Chris, let him know what you think about DDO, and that even rhymed. I should be a gangster.
What do you know,
Popping
DDO?
caps up in your face.
Hopefully it won't blow, and the recording won't be slow. I hope you know.
Whoa!
We're hoping our fan base will grow. I'm gonna stop there. I could keep going. Anyway.
Grandmaster Sidestrafe in the house.
The game, I think it's over 5 years. It came out before World of Warcraft. They're two different games. I'm not gonna compare them. It didn't meet great success. It went free to play and is actually one of the top Western MMOs nowadays, alongside Lord of the Rings Online. Same people, Turbine made it.
Yep.
It's just very different. If you like to play pen and paper D&D, you will like this game a lot. But with this idea, I thought, you know what? I heard that you liked it, and I was like, yeah, this game's the same thing. It's dungeon-based, so we can get in some quick episodes, and I think we're going to start over from like level 1 and just kind of make a series of us going through these really cool dungeons, because these dungeons, they make the show on their own, because there's puzzles and traps and all kinds of danger, and just I think it'll be a blast. I'm excited to make the show and then go back and watch it. That's how excited I am.
Yeah, the particular thing about DDO, one of the things that really got me hooked into the game is the fact that they actually narrate the dungeons.
Yeah.
Like, you feel a gust of wind coming from the walls, and you immediately like spot check.
Yeah.
Spot check. It's like you just want to throw that 20-sided die. Spot check.
Yep.
I want to check for hidden walls or hidden doors or whatever.
Yep.
Oh man, it just brings me back to the D&D paper days. Yeah. But anyways, I believe that was it for the show. Unless Chris, you want to add something else?
I think that's it, guys. You know, I hope you're looking forward to a lot of the content that we're going to put out. I mean, because I'm thinking about it, and as a viewer, like, I watch these videos for fun. I mean, I watch them as much as you do. I watch everything I make. I watch everything TGN people make. And, you know, get a sandwich. It's always about the sandwich. And watch, watch a lot of these, cool episodes. And it's almost like a show. It's literally, and man, you guys, even if you're a WoW player and you don't like any other games, or if you play one game and you don't like anything, I used to watch Minecraft videos, but I never played Minecraft. It's the same thing. You might not want to ever play DDO, but I guarantee you that you're gonna have a blast, just like cracking up, laughing, and just watching what we do. It'll just be fun. It's like a TV show. It's gonna be great.
Yep. So I can't wait to get started working with Sidestrafe on a lot of this stuff. And basically, we will see you guys on the next show, where Sidestrafe will be with me for the Rurikhan show. So anyways,
if you're lucky.
I'll make you a sandwich.
God,
is that okay?
Better be a good one this time.
Yeah, I'll make you, what was that thing you liked? Peanut butter and jelly? Yeah,
come on, man. That's nothing. Your girlfriend makes me that all the time.
What? Oh, on that note, that's it. See you guys on the next show.
Peace out, guys.